slay. Okay.
I love it.
Now I have to hit this extra go live button for Twitter to work.
People still tweet?
I'm going to find out. Oh, wait, I guess it's X. And then I have to hit the Instagram go live button.
Okay.
And everything merges together.
I'm here for it. Now I have no other obligations.
I'm lazy and it's just me. So I'm just going to stream all the things at once. And then
I'm just going to sit here like a boss bitch and be like, yes,
I love it because look at your background. You're like legit. I need like lights.
I designed it. Oh, it's backwards, but hopefully.
Oh, and you know I'm obsessed with black and gold. So it's just perfect.
I know. Amy was like, why do you have everything black and gold? I was like, because it just feels powerful. And I've got a tip that's the same. My friend's daughter knitted it.
Did she crochet it? Or like knit
Actually,
it? What is this?
So it's not. Amazing. So wait, so she gets really mad. It's not whatever the one with two is.
Knitting. Yes.
Knitting. It's knitting. She gets mad if I say crochet. Yeah, she made this. She's 13 now.
Dog again. Okay, if you're coming up here, I have to still speak into the microphone, you weirdo. He doesn't know what to do. It was like 40 degrees today and he's naked, but he refuses to wear his pajamas. So consequences, Chewy. Oh my God, it's happening. I'm curled. It's stuck in the cord. All right. This is a professional show.
No judgment. This is no judgment. I'm going in this with a free.
I'm just going to shake it off right now. Just freeness. It's Tuesday and it already feels like, I don't know, Thursday somehow.
That's because it's dark, like so early.
I hate that. Maybe that's what it is. I did just have to shut the window as we were doing this because it was like the light was bouncing off. And I'm like,
that's still light out here. My dog's sleeping next to me, so I hope he stays sleeping.
Legend. I do love you. And we're going to talk about you here soon because you're amazing. But oh my goodness, today is amazing. You're kind of talking about it. You had a fantastic stuff that you were doing today. I was like, I don't know. I feel like the energy is one of those where it's just pure chaos. There's a lot of good things you can harness, but then there's just a lot of like, why does it have to be so complicated?
It's 11/11, Tori. 11/11.
Oh my God.
And we were recording with Laura Berman, Dr. Laura Berman, who's been
I didn't know if you wanted to say it or not. I was like,
yeah. And it was 11/11, and when we started, it was 11/11 in Pacific time. And I dropped into some witchy energy, and I didn't say anything on the air on Shameless Sex. I was thinking to myself, 11/11 on 11/11. And we have Dr. Laura Berman, who is a New York Times bestselling author, 10 books deep. So that was special.
OG, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, she has boundaries for days. So we usually ask people to record on their end. And she was like, I'm not going to do that. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, it's just, I have about 7 million things going on at one time. And I was like, I respect that. And yes. And thank you for saying your boundaries and no problems, because most of the people that want to be on our show will approach us and we're like, you need to do what we want you to do because we want to get the best quality recording. So that was what's up.
We're going to do it. Let's do it.
We're going to do it right.
Which I think would be expected if this is really what my brand is and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Which are only because have you ever had that when you're recording with people, live shows or anything where live streaming where you somehow something drops off and you're like, oh no, what just happened? So that's happened on our show on Shameless Sex, and it was so sad and in such like a morbid moment if you lose content, especially because in the moment when content is recorded, it's like it doesn't feel, it's not rehearsed, it's free flowing. And
and then when you like Laura Berman,
yeah. And I don't know if you've ever experienced that where you've had someone on the show and you're recording or you're doing something. So after the show was over, it was 55 minutes and it will go out next week, I think. I thought I didn't hit record. I didn't hit record. And I was like, Amy, I think I forgot to hit record because it didn't upload yet. Then she's like, what? And she's like, no way. I was. And because there would be,
I did a whole one with no sound because I didn't realize StreamYard and AirPods and the iPad didn't compute. I'm like, oh my God. And it was nowhere because it was before I was using StreamYard. Because at least the good thing about StreamYard is I can't like lose it. It all like goes to a cloud at some point. So
that's good. I'm sure that I probably couldn't have ever resurrected the content if I didn't hit record, but I did. And hopefully my podcast, 8.5 years of podcasting now has shown me the ways to hit record, even when it's just automated. So that's good.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Well, good job. As someone who's learning, I wouldn't even call this podcast because I'm not loading audio to anything, but we were talking earlier. I was like, yeah, I'm just more about the content right now than any stats or whatever, which is nice because it does give me a little more flexibility as far as my brand or my business. We're just fucking around and finding out for now.
Paying attention to your stats is not, it's a mind suck. Don't ever do that.
Okay. Fuck the data. Just kidding.
Well, only if you need it for getting more, like, only when you need it. But if you read comments or data, that can hurt. That can hurt. And even when people are nice, it's great. But even if you put out content that you are doing because you feel like you have to, you don't do this because you have to, but I do it because I want to. So if people are extra interesting or not like super, I don't know, if the feedback's like, if the quality feedback that is sent with a good intention, is always appreciated. Like people can be like, hey, you say like too much, or or hey, I felt weird about this comment. That's totally appreciated. But when people are just like, you have an ugly chin
or something.
Or like, not, cool. No. But I'm like, I don't care what you think about my chin. And if our sound cut out or something, that's something that we can adapt to. But I can't change the way my chin looks. I mean, you can, but I don't want to.
But also, isn't that a lot of your magic, people that want to hate being spent on something that does nothing? Like, again, what are you going to do? I don't care. Like, consider the source. Is one of the best, many isms and pieces of advice people have told me, but it's still a great one where it's like, oh, I don't know you, Mr. Anti-Chin, but why would I care about your opinion when I already don't know you? But it gets in your head so easy. Like, I know
it does. That's why I stopped doing live streams with comments, because people were trolling and being very interesting and mean. During COVID, I stopped because it like hurt my soul. It hurt my soul. No comments option will appear here. No.
I was like, by the way, the new comments will come here in real time.
Oh, new comments. I thought it said no comments.
Well, yes, that shows up because I have no comments yet. So both can't be true. Yes. Typically I do get more, whatever, in case you need to know for the stats, I get more people watching later. Than live, but you never know. Sometimes the right group pops in and we have
I didn't do this for stats, Tori. I did this because I love you. I love Paradise. Loved Paradise for a long time. And we're industry homies. We're industry friends for, I think, a lot, like, I don't know how many years, but I'm familiar with your work.
So yeah, I've been in the industry since 2014? And you've been doing this earlier than 2008.
So 2008, that was it, like June of 2008.
Husband's in it longer, right? Because he did Fascinations. He was on the floor for like 3 years, and then he was at corporate for 2. So
I met your husband before I knew you.
Yeah. I was like, that's how we originally started to get to know each other, is because you knew husband. And then one time, Adam saved husband at Aerofame. So my
hot octopus business partner /
and because you could identify him. No, he belongs to someone at that hotel.
Yeah, that's true. I don't remember that in its entirety, because so many shows, so many years, so many different experiences of what happened and where and when. Because not that I get blacked out or anything in shows, but there were times where it's just, it is, and there's been so many. A lot since 2008, which I think I started going to shows in 2009, trade shows. There's been, how many do you think? I mean, if you did the math, of course, COVID in 2020 was a bit of a different year, but I would say at least 3 or 4 European shows. I used to go to European shows in Australia, there's shows all over China.
How did we get any work done? Although I love trade shows because you get a lot of opportunity, and it is great to kind of, for me, like re-center my energy.
You like trade shows? Do you like the execution of trade shows? Or, and I'm not trying to, I don't know what direction we're going on the show. I love talking about this because we haven't talked about this. And trade shows they can be so much of a like an energy suck, but they're so fun and so good as well. So I'm always wondering what people feel about them.
Yeah, no, this is hello. Blanca might pop on at some point. If anyone has anything to let us know about trade shows, I know I talk about it a lot, but to answer your question, I love this. I'm being interviewed.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I do that.
No,
I don't
I
need
love
to.
it. It's freaking amazing. This is great. This is what y'all tuned in for. This is the creme de la creme stuff right now. I think for me, of course, I can't answer anything simply. It depends on what is my strategy, right? If I like back when I needed to think in more of a how do you compute this? How do you show you ROI on this? It was okay. Hey, if I or one of my reps can go to AMI, it's a big spend, right? By the time you fly them out there, you got the dinners, the da 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 da, not including right the booth and the marketing and all the fun stuff. But if me or one of my reps can meet all of their customers in 3 to 4 days, that's worth it, right? And that was a KPI or a measurement that was recorded and important to those people at the time. So for me, it was like, we just got to flex your budget other ways, right? Because it made sense. But if you're someone who needs to not necessarily maintain those relationships or get kind of that feedback, it's a lot of money and it's a lot of time. But also, I'm crazy.
Also, follow-ups to trade shows and prep. That's what I thought about when I was with Hot Octopus. And now being with Pipedream, there's a bit more of a team environment. But I will say, Hot Octopus, I was like a one human show. So it was everything.
Yeah. Right. You don't have to communicate clearly to anyone else, right? Because you know what's happening, but also.
Well, yeah, I didn't have anyone to ask me what I was up to. And then when I was with Fun Factory, prior to that, it was really, there was also a team environment, but I had kind of, I don't know what, I hear what you're saying. And I think that you're pretty, you do a lot of what you do at Paradise on your own. So you probably feel that, but I remember it was the wave of follow-ups after trade shows that would consume you, because if you don't see all your buyers or you only see a significant amount of them or a tiny bit of them,
or if it happens to be like, your entire territory, right? You were like the sales director and the rep and all the things, kind of like how I'm working in it now. It's like, I have to tell everybody, excuse me, it still takes me like 2 days to recover from those things. As much as I think I'm getting better.
2 days that's great. I take almost a week. I need like an energetic, I have to go to a spa or do like a facial. And I tell my partner,
a day to die.
Yeah,
right.
Talk to me. I'm like my dog. I'm like, get off of me. I'll walk you. But like, I need to like watch Netflix and chill and maybe try to do like a minimal body movement workout of some sort.
I gotta like talk to the void, right? Versus I call this the ether. I spout my musings to the ether.
I love
but
that.
Like when I have to like hear my thoughts, but also like sort them, I guess. Right into the correct files. I have to just stare and talk to the void, because you're right. It's almost like you do all the prep work and you're like really excited about your new stuff you're going to talk about, and you've got all your meetings booked, and then you get back and you're like, I have a lot of commitments.
Right, and you already spent a lot of energy, so making sure AI is a hell of a tool, though. That's what's helpful. Not that I want to use it. Okay, so how much do you use? I don't know where this interview is going, and I'm sorry.
No, this is.
I feel like this is you and I like wrapping it out. But like, yeah, how do you feel about AI tools? Because I get a little bit weird because I want things to be personal. So I get weird with overusing AI tools when I communicate with customers that I know. But I'm wondering, there is a necessity that has been met with AI's availability, and I love it. And it's also learning more and more with people's usage of it. So I think it's a really great tool. I feel like there is still such an important, there's an important thing that anybody in sales, marketing, in business, especially our business, needs to understand, is that people desire relationships. And if they feel like they're talking about a robot, or talking to a robot, talking about a robot's fine. Talking to a robot is a little bit more, I think,
that could be then, right?
Yeah, people are like, are you just cutting and pasting? Because I feel like people want personalization. So how do you feel about AI, Tori? And do you use it? And if you do, awesome. And if you don't, are you feeling like you're taking too much time?
This is good. This is the Ask Me Anything. April emails, interrogates the Tori.
I know. Oh, sorry. I do.
No.
So, but I
I'm
love
saying it
you. I
because
love you.
it.
Thank you for.
No,
Thank you
perfect.
for. Okay, cool. You can always say. I choose not to answer this question right now, April, because
so sweet. No. I just think it's beautiful that you're wanting to lean into it. It's more like I'm just like
I love you. I love you. You're the best.
You're the best. Too, but like also this was also part of like why it's my love letter to the industry, where it's been hard to have. I don't want to call them candid conversations, but just more vulnerable, maybe, where we're like, how are you doing it? What's happening? Because a lot has changed in just 6 years in this industry. And considering a lot of the businesses are just now turning 50, like that's still immature on like a business scale, but it's constantly having to shift. That's a good thing, I think. Anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support. AI. How do I put this? Okay. I don't know if I showed you. I have like the little plod. It looks kind of like this, but it's charging, right? I had that clip.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I have tried that and I love it for what you just told me. I was getting really over inundated with the follow-ups from going to trade shows or any networking events or speaking or whatever. It was like, I didn't want to go back and blog or send the notes. Because it would take a lot of time, as much as I would try and like, say I'm at a trade show, have my laptop around or my Google Sheet to be taking notes. It's hard to have a conversation and take notes, right? At least for me. So for AI, I would say, yes, I do use it, but I 100% agree with how, and it's probably not just our business, but definitely because we sell intimate things. And it's an intimate business, just the way that it's run. There's a lot of families, not a lot of big corporations or shareholders. So there's a certain amount of expectation where they do need that like relationship and personal touch. So I don't think you can AI everything. I really don't. I think you should AI notes. I think AI is good.
Not yet. Sorry, not yet.
Not yet.
You can't AI everything.
Yes.
Some people are going to be cringing. They're like, oh, you're killing me. But you can't resist the movement, everyone.
No,
you cannot resist the movement. It's coming. If you resist it, it's just going to be resisting cell phones. Good luck. How did that turn out for you?
How did it go when people were like, I don't need a cell phone?
Yeah.
At some point,
and I'm like, my dad tried that. I was like, Dad, good job. You didn't succeed. Now you have a smartphone. And I'm like, bro. He's like, my cell phone. I was like, you try to do a radio talk, like a walkie-talkie radio. I don't know what it's called. The two-way radio situation forever. Yeah. So I'm happy that you also. Not anymore. He gave it up. He's old, and he's like he smashes his cell phone. I think every 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Like he just because he's hardworking man. He's got it in his back pocket. He's like, I actually smashed it. Yeah, he doesn't smash it out of anger. He smashes it out of like he crushed it with some tractor.
With the patriarchy.
No. He does put it in the microwave though, quite regularly, surrounded by tinfoil, not hitting the. This is something I haven't told anyone. This is a shameless admission that doesn't need to be told to anyone, but anybody listening now will know. My dad.
Welcome to my ether.
Yeah, he's pretty interesting. He lives in Tennessee now. He told me because I called him and I was like, all of his signals were off, and I was like, Dad, what's going on with your cell phone? And he was like, I put it in the microwave and I wrap it in aluminum foil. I was like, why? It's like, so there's no signals going out. And I was like, who wants to find you? You're in the middle of nowhere, and he literally like has 80 acres of land. Yeah, he's not my journey. Definitely half a person that produced me, but that's something that I don't know if anyone else out there resonates with, if they have crazy parents, but it's my father who definitely took a long time to get a cell phone because he thought, I don't know, the conspiracy theories of the world.
Well, and you know what? I don't know what I don't know. Some of it's probably true, right? But I also don't think I'm important enough. Right.
That's what I told him. I was like, who cares about you? Like, no, you don't do anything, Dad. You like literally, unless, not that I know of.
Well, yeah, exactly. There's that. And then if you've got tabs on me, if heaven forbid I go missing or something, y'all should better find me. I don't understand how anybody's a missing person anymore when, I don't know, my Alexa.
No one has my dad would be a missing person. I've never seen his location because he won't let me have it. He doesn't even know how to activate it.
Well.
There was a time where I thought people have your location. How many people have your location? Oh, I've never asked anyone this. I'll tell you how many people have mine, but how many people have yours?
Do you need me to count? Do you want to know like family members too? In the industry, I think I have
people have it in the industry? Only a couple people.
I was like, my phone's somewhere. in the other room, or I would.
You don't need it. No, you can get back later. I was just wondering, is it normal to have like more than 5 people to have your? Is it?
I definitely have more than 5 people, but I think I
probably
probably have
20 people that have my location. I think I have 20.
Well, and then I have like, and that's besides
family. You want my location, Tori? You want my location?
Yes, I do want your location.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's just saying, because shit happens. Sorry, we can curse here. We can do it.
Oh, good. Okay. I didn't ask you.
I didn't do my disclaimer. I'm like, oh, if you're 18, you should scroll. Okay, bye. No, I think it's important. I know that like sometimes I've traveled alone, or I'm not necessarily like as comfortable with the people I'm going to meet or whatever it is. And just knowing that like, hey, you landed okay. Right. Just there's that thing. So there's a few in the industry where it's like, oh, we got tabs, like nobody missed any flights or whatever, just to kind of update everybody else. And I find that important. Otherwise, Find My Husband is very useful. Have you left work? Have you left work? So then I know when to ask him to drop off groceries, or like, can you go pick things up? Because he hasn't left yet.
I'm the only person that my partner shares his location with. He has 3 daughters. And it's so funny because it was the first, they're like, you have dad's location? I was like, yeah, had it for a while. I know. And they're like, he won't give it to anyone else. I was like, that's odd, but not so much because he's like not a person that he does not like have social media. He's never had social media in his life. And he's 57. He never wants it.
Freeing though, in a way.
He would be so awful if he was on social media because he's on different platforms like that consume his time. And I can't imagine if he was a social media person, how much the platforms that he uses, like he's on fantasy football stuff. And it's like, he's like glued to it. Or he's on, when he had LinkedIn, which is social media, but it was for his business.
Yeah.
And he was on it all the time. He's like, oh, this LinkedIn. And he's like, I think his age, I don't know. I don't want to make him seem old. He's very young, 57, but he does not understand. Like, he's like, people send him, like his daughters will send him an Instagram post and he's like, can you just open this? Because I don't have Instagram, but then he'll open it. And he's like, how does this work? I was like, thank God you're not on Instagram. You would be a nightmare. I'd never talk to you because you'd always be like looking, because it's entertaining.
Did you see this? Did you see this? Oh, and it's set up to be entertaining and quick and follow the dopamine. Oh
my God. If he had TikTok, I'd be like, no, you are super annoying to hang out with right now. Because have you had those friends that are on their social media all the time, even when they're hanging out with them? I have conversations. I'm like, hey, if I'm not cool enough for you right now, then like, let's not hang out right now. We can just hang out on digital platforms.
That's a boundary. Good job.
Yes.
Right? Like if you need time to do this, just
does that make me psychotic? Is that like psycho stuff?
I get on, sorry babe, maybe you're watching. I get on Ryan, right? And I can say this because you know him, because he's really into like the independent news cycle. So he doesn't want to watch Fox or CNN or whatever. So he's got his like newscasters he follows all the time, but like it just keeps going like 3 hours. Okay. Like not
never ending.
A lot is, and not, yeah, exactly. Not only is that just too much of the news cycle for me to take on a daily basis, like be informed, but also trying to be more aware of what I consume. Right. And it's just a lot. But so then I'm like, dude, if you wanted to like, right, maybe I knew you were tired yesterday or blah, blah, blah. And I didn't know you wanted attention.
Okay.
You were on your phone for 3 hours at 6:30.
Have you ever heard this advice? And this is advice that I always say to anyone that is a news consumer, which I'm not anti-news consumer. I'm a pro. I think people could get their media from where they find reputable sources and where they believe it. But watching the news isn't how people should consume their news. Reading their news is how it's the best way to ingest the news, because you can interpret it and then reread things and not get it in like the form of fear. And when it's presented, a lot of times they can show you even like the imagery can be more intense, or it can be more.
Oh, look. Hi, Justin. We got a comment.
Hi.
What you doing?
Hello.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But that's interesting. Please. I didn't know that there was information that like reading it is better. I mean, there's just certain things I would prefer to read anyways. Like I don't know. I have some books I like to read.
Have you ever looked at the same story and watched it versus reading it? There's a significant difference that can happen within your system for, yeah. It's very powerful to change the way you consume news. And I'm not telling anyone they should do that. I just think like,
no, but that's interesting. Just be aware.
Yeah, awareness and choosing and looking at the same story when you watch it, and then looking at it by reading it and seeing what you take in, if it changes, and that's what I did.
I think that's just a good moral. I don't know. I just, I'm sure you hear this sometimes in our industry or whatever, but I ran into it a lot in lube, and definitely now in condoms, right? Where it's very much just like, I don't have the information. Why should I care? And it's just whatever. Like, I don't need it. Da 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 da. And it's just like, I don't need to know that part of your journey. I just need to know that you know all the options.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Decision,
right? With whatever your experience is, I just right, because I love, one of my favorite sayings is like, I don't know what I don't know. I have to assume everybody else doesn't know what they don't know. So like, just want you guys to make the right decisions when I feel like, especially when it comes to women's health, fertility, birth control, blah, blah, blah. I won't go too far down that rabbit hole, but it's hard to get to the information. Like I did liquids for nearly 10 years, and I thought I knew like a bunch about condoms, because at least I knew some, like, oh, there's different materials and they have to be compatible. No, I didn't know anything, because the condoms have 50 years on pleasure products, right? They've been functioning in a completely different like way than a lot of the US pleasure companies.
I have a question. Wait, I have a question on condoms. Okay, and you probably answer this, but people ask me this because I am surrounded by a lot of
oh my god,
like, teenagers and 20 years.
You and Amy?
Probably. Well, Amy might know, but like, okay, so I remember from Paradise. So Paradise back in the day sponsored one of our Shameless Sex's
fun
shows with condoms or something. And
yeah, well, let me know. We'll probably do it again.
Oh, thank you. And I have people, so I would give like all the 18 plus year olds condoms when they come into my house, because I have 3 stepdaughters. And anyway, they were asking like, how are condoms made? Yeah, I was like, yes. And thankfully they were like, not thinking I was some creeper, but I always said I wanted to protect people's health when it came to being free with their experiences in sexuality.
No, like it's scary. The amount of HIV in Atlanta right now that no one's talking about is very scary.
Well, wait, I don't want to sidetrack, because I want to talk about that first, because if I get us sidetracked, I tangentially speak, and I want to go down that, and I want to talk about, is the condom material that condoms made from one tree that's in South America, that's like the latex tree.
Yes,
like
it is a sap. It is a sap from the tree. Yes.
So it's a type of tree, which is with latex condoms specifically, right? Yes. That is from the same tree and it takes a specific amount of time to like produce. That's why there's an expiration date. That's about 4 years, I think, or something.
Well, I think the expiration date, it's 5. I think the expiration date has less to do with the material itself and more to do with what the FDA is comfortable saying. Something.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right. So I'm sure if somebody wanted to spend the money on doing the testing and be like, we're going to get an 8-year condom, it could be done. But I know one condom just this past year, they came out with, they're the only ones that have FDA approval, so to speak, for an anal condom, right? Even though you could use any condom for backdoor play. Like we've all seen the stats in the last 6 years, that category has tripled. But because the FDA hadn't tested it for said use, because nobody wanted to pay for it, I will give one condom props for it. They're Carex, right? So if you guys are rubber people, you'll know who Carex is. I asked them, I was like, how did you get this done? Because you also can't typically advertise on anything that's a medical device. So condoms, lube, that you're FDA approved. It's assumed you are FDA approved to be in the space. Like you shouldn't be putting it as a lubricant. That's why you'll see a lot of glides, right? I'm sure Amy's told you all of this, because they just haven't done the testing. Doesn't mean, it's not a great product or whatever. They didn't pay the FDA, right?
Which is like $500,000 to get even like a moderate amount of testing. And they test those on animals. That's what they do. Well, they test lubes on bunnies' eyes and stuff. No, it's true. That's how you get FDA testing with lubes.
Exactly.
Bunnies' eyes. So people that are vegan that use lube, I'm like, bro, what are you using?
I do get that question a lot, where it's like, which ones are your vegan condoms? I'm like, well, they all are and are not at the same time.
Lube too. That's FDA approved. Yeah.
I have learned that if it's so less and less on latex sort of condoms and things like that, because whatever time threshold, right, we've been able to, that material has gone through so many different uses and so many different stability tests or whatever it is, that if it's like that same whatever item number for said chemical, they don't have to do animal testing. But again, that doesn't mean I can say that about every single brand or whatever they're doing or who's made the timeline, right? But it is interesting because that's just the FDA is going to make you. So yeah, same with lube, right? It's great that people don't use it because you shouldn't. It'd be too expensive. Animal byproducts and all those fun things, but also, unless it says organic, lots of things on your label don't mean anything, right? Like all natural, it could be really any ingredient, believe it or not, because they're all here on Earth. It's so funny. That's marketing 101. That's a different conversation. Like what you're allowed to say and what you're not, right? So yeah, condoms.
I don't think the FDA can be the end all be all with what is like good for your body anyway.
Right. And that's
just my opinion.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. I have plenty of opinions on the FDA right now.
Is this the way your show usually goes? Am I bogarting it? Go. Okay, good. Yeah, just making sure. I didn't want to take over. Oh, like, did you have any questions for? I just am asking you questions. I'm like, hey, Tori,
no, this is perfect. I think the only thing I really cared about plugging today at some point, and we will, was SWPA stuff, and I wanted to make sure we celebrated the new gig. Yeah. Right. Celebrate the new gig at some point, so the masses can know. Also, dogs are barking in the background. This is what happens. I think Babe come home. Hi, Babe, baby, or kids. One of them.
Look, I love this. And
so, yeah,
I love talking to you. You're the easiest to talk to. I love it. I'm really happy to be here. It's so nice to be here and talking with you.
Thank you. Again, part of like what I was talking about was it's like, hey, I thought I knew stuff and nobody did. So we must talk to the ether because.
And it changes. Our knowledge changes, right? It changes. Like we learn more new things. There's new research studies that come out. There's new products that come out. There's new regulations that come out. So you always have to make sure that you like are getting the best information.
Yeah. Like what did I recently learn? And somebody said that like, it's a good thing to like, when you learn something, like just put it out there into the universe, right? Like, cause you don't know what ripples you make. But I found out in the UK, there is an estradiol birth control pill. Estradiol. So that's the one, like say, I don't want to get into the whole hormone phases of life, but right? Like you have your cycle, right? It's like a curve, right? So certain, like, you know, your testosterone goes down, your estrogen goes up and all those things. And estradiol is one of the ones it's a happy estrogen hormone, right? But it does not affect your bones and your organs and your thyroid the same as, because your body just doesn't respond typically to man-made like progesterone or testosterone or what's the other one? Estrogen, right?
Estrogen, progesterone, and
testosterone, right?
Well, testosterone, yes, and there's other. Well, I'm turning off the heat. It's hot in here. I'm turning off the heat.
Feeling hot,
I'm sweating.
hot. Well, so anyways, I'm not a doctor.
I am. I'm feeling hot.
Do you need a pimp coat? I put this on.
No, it's freezing here, and then I have the heater on it. I'm like, oh my god! I started getting like I got cleft. Yeah, and it's like pounding out. I'm like, it's 89 degrees in here right now. I'm not getting in my studio. I'm like,
she likes to keep everything sweaty.
No, I did it. It was 40. No, it was probably 65 degrees in here when I got in here.
Better.
Yeah, now I'm good. But I was like starting to sweat. I was like, not even about the conversation, but about the actual temperature.
No.
So sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No.
I was like, oh no. I'm like, I'm losing it. I can't listen if I'm not in a comfortable space.
No, so I'd rather you do that. I respect that because I'm the same way. Or like when you're stuck in a meeting and I'm like, I'm trying to go, but I have to use the bathroom.
Oh no, that is exactly like bladder full moments. The bio breaks are so necessary. I'm on meetings like 8 hours a day.
Yeah,
and
so
it's
necessary.
Yeah.
Like give me a freaking minute. Okay. These are good notes for retailers out there.
Yeah. So who's the demographic of who listen? Are people going to recognize that there's like Shameless Sex, but yes, like people know Pipedream listening probably.
So let's go back and do some of that as right. The ether's starting to respond so that I haven't horribly confused everybody. So hello everybody. April is amazing and does some fabulous stuff, including Shameless Sex and Pipedream now and SWPA stuff and a bunch of other things. Because like, look, she wrote a book. Did you see it? It's holding my microphone up right now.
Oh, it's right there too. And I have we only had 4 digital copies set, or no, 4 DVD copies set, which I'm not, this is like the last one because I think it's like vintage.
No, you need to keep it. Like it's
I
your
know,
stuff.
it's on the thing. I was like, oh, look. Oh, I don't know how many there are. Look at, oh my God, that's awesome. I haven't showed anyone.
Adorable.
It is
Oh, well,
adorable.
thank you for sharing.
That's the last one, Tori. Maybe you can get it if you have a CD player.
You know what? Don't. I'm pretty sure I do. I moved to North Carolina, and it's ridiculous how many things accidentally gotten thrown out and are still missing, and then the shit that made it.
Dude, look, if you're in a zombie apocalypse, there's no way to stream anything. A DVD player, as long as you have electricity, is smart. So I'm going to be at your house watching or listening to whatever.
I think we're going to be great in the zombie apocalypse because they can't swim. I'm right by the lake. Done. We're just getting on the boat and
Perfect.
Right? We're done. Okay. Let's talk about April now.
We're already talking about me enough.
I know, but it's even more fun. We'll start with the podcasting because you were traditionally podcasting. Like we're talking a real podcast. Some people call this a podcast. I'm calling it a web stream, what I'm doing right here. But like she has to pay Apple to upload her shit. It's all on
No, we don't pay Apple. Apple does not. No.
Okay.
But we have 8 years of. And like, so, I think over 20 million downloads. We have 20 million downloads. That's
you should say that again for the cheap seats in the back.
Okay. So actually I haven't checked in 3 months, but we had 20 million downloads, like as of I think as of our 8-year mark was a June. So we're in November.
That's
so
huge.
Yeah. And I think we have
category was like, you couldn't even
we have over 1.5 million listeners that I know, like unique listeners all over the world. Yeah. So it is something great. We're not like Amy is the co-host with myself and we're not so
Amy.
Yeah, she's awesome. She works with Uberlube and brought me into the adult like pleasure products realm, I guess. Like, and your dogs are going bananas. If my dog could hear it, then yeah, don't worry.
Dogs bark.
This is the real life. This is the real life of people. So that's it. Like Shameless Sex is the passion of like it was a passion project that turned into something great. And I'm in the studio right now and we recorded today with, I said, Dr. Laura Berman, who is a legend. And I feel like it's been a wonderful aspect of my life. And I started with Pipedream this last July. This is 2025. And that's been kind of an incredible resurgence of my career because I've worked in on the manufacturing side for quite a while, been all over the world training people, and I'm a sex educator and certified sex educator. But I have a bachelor's of science. I'm certified, but I have a bachelor's of science. I studied environmental law. I'm a super nerd when it comes to science and bodies and chemistry and things. And I feel like working on the manufacturing side is really cool because it is all about what the products can do chemically for your body. But Pipedream is also a legacy brand. Everyone knows Pipedream that is in the industry, and I'm honored to be a part of them. I'm the VP of the company, and it's kind of a huge deal, but also
because they're one of the ones that just celebrated very recently 50 years, right?
No,
they're the people
58.
Well, see, there you go. So I'm saying 50
they're old,
right? They're a leader.
Actually, wait, my partner's almost 58. I'm mixing. They're 53. Sorry about that.
We love you anyways, partner.
Yeah. It's a pretty great business that I didn't ever think I'd be a part of. I always was with boutique companies. I had small amount of brands, and so it's cool. So I don't know, not about me anymore because I'm in this industry because I love this industry and being part of it so long. I thought about going to the tech world. Remember when 2020 got really heavy and I was like, I'm just going to go into tech sales. And then it felt so empty. And I care too much about people's pleasure, sexuality.
Like you can't not do what you're doing.
No, I can't. I think that it's impossible for me to be able to remove myself from this career. Not because it's like, I feel
you're
so deeply
like
about
a major identity of the brand. But because
even if I got offered 5 times the money to go somewhere else, I do not believe in my whole heart that I'd be able to leave. Like, I don't think I would come back, even if the money felt good somewhere else. Like, I don't, it's not about the money, honestly. It's about what we're doing for other people.
Yeah. And I think we were mentioning, it's like, no one's making $20 anymore. And I'm not making what I did in a previous life, but my leadership is great. right? So,
And it will come back. It will come back,
Yep.
Tori. It will come back. It's just a time. It's a time. Everything ebbs and flows, and we all have to trust that if we are good at what we do, the money will start to come back again. It's just it's a moment,
and that's the hard part. The
yeah.
patience. I guess that's why it's like godly or whatever. I know it's hard for me to like. You just remember, put your head down. Like if you're swimming, open water swimming, you got to get to whatever the lighthouse, and you seem like you're getting close.
But also find the loopholes, bro.
Find
Find the loopholes and figure out how to write off stuff. Or I have my own business in Shameless Sex, so there's things that you can do to like you also with like
That's
having
true.
your own business.
Like, and a lot of people don't know that walking into the things that they're doing, right? Like there's a lot of. It's unfortunate the amount of gatekeeping I seem to find when it comes to, I mean, not just some things in our pleasure space, but when it definitely comes to the financial loopholes, right? It's like people walk around like everyone should know this, but it's like they don't even teach you how to do your taxes before you graduate. How is anybody supposed to know this unless they happen to have an amazing group of people?
No one teaches you how to deal your taxes ever.
No,
never. They never teach you how to do your taxes unless you're in accounting. So, all right. So, in terms of bio breaks, what do we have? Because
everybody good.
Everybody, I would like a bio break at some point. So,
all right. Well, do you want to do that for a second, and then that way
how do you do everybody.
That? Well, no. Okay, so I can just like bye bye.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I have to pee so bad. I'm not focusing.
No, go pee, and I'll tell everybody the intro I wrote for you. See, she gone. She's gonna go pee. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. If you guys don't know, April's coming back. She's just on a bio break. But she's been shaping the sexual wellness landscape, like no joke, since 2008. Podcasting, before podcasting was a thing. She came from the retail floors to boardrooms, co-hosting Shameless Sex. She co-authored this Shameless Sex book, which is actually really great if you guys haven't read it. It's more of a conversation. It doesn't really, to me, it didn't read very like boring or anything. But what I did want to celebrate for her too is as of like this year in July, she's stepping into a huge new adventure as vice president of business development at Pipedream. So she's got so much energy and industry insight. There we go. I'm just making up words. But I'm excited to celebrate the new thing with her. And, just when she comes back, we're going to talk about the new gig a little bit. And then also she happens to be on the SWPA board with me. So I did want to talk about that a little bit when she comes back, because I think building community and mentorship is, well, at least for me, I think it's very important and I'm very passionate about it. And that's one of the things that the SWPA is looking to do for pleasure professionals. So we'll talk a little bit more about what that community is and how you can get involved if you want to. Also, April has like the cutest freaking dog named Legend ever. So we'll have to give a shout out for him. And then I'm still going to have her do our fun rapid round because it's super fun. And then apparently she might have more questions for me, because if you just joined in, you should rewind, because it's been super fun to have her do the interviewing because we just started talking. So welcome to our stream of conversation. Oh my goodness. And also I think she's back anyway. So the ramble can end. Are you good? I'll wait for a thumbs up. Okay, she's good. There she is. I got to read my happy little intro I wrote for you. So that was super fun. It'll be a good sound bite.
I'm so sorry I missed it. I was
send it to you later. It'll be a good sound bite.
I was holding that for a while and then I realized that.
No, I'm glad you said something.
Yeah, I've been recording for the last like 3.5 hours. So I should have taken a bio break before that. But
okay. Here we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So
thank you for allowing me to do that and feel safe enough. Tori.
That's again, I want it to be, an authentic show. Like shit happens. I ain't got no producer.
No, there was no shit that happened. It was just number one. Okay. I'm going to be real.
2 points, Gryffindor.
Yes, okay. Yes.
So the new Pipedream gig. I know we slightly kind of sprinkled and talked about it, but I want to know what, just off the top of your head. I don't need it to be like a job interview, right? Like we're not going to do that. But what do you hope to bring to the team and the industry in this new role? That is, as you said, like they're a legacy brand. People are always watching what they're doing. I think it's a great fit and you're going to kick ass, but what are you excited about?
I'm going to break it down to you. I want to bring back some old school shit that's not like misogynist, because I'm not a man. I'm a woman, but I feel like those old school vibes of pleasure is kind of dominating in a way. And
I'm calling it like 90s nostalgia, where it was like
but it's not like
a little sexier.
It's gotta be, it's also just raw, where there's nothing about too much of anything. It's all, any consensual pleasure is good pleasure. And if you like something, like, fuck yeah.
Like,
and
it's a Prince album.
Yes, exactly. Because Prince is one of my favorite humans ever that existed.
I'll show you.
And I went to college in Minnesota, so I'm a Golden Gopher. And so he was from Minneapolis specifically. And I want to say that it's also something to the effect of, like, Pipedream's amount of amazing products and innovation. And I'm not planning on what I'm saying right now. I'm going with my heart, because the designer, Christian, who has been there, Christian Brahms, he's been there since 20 plus years ago. He has an incredible brain and has been one of the founders of developing products that have never been out before, never been seen before. And then we come out with them. And yes, there are a lot of, things called wet pussies, things that I'm like, what?
But
what are these things? No, it's amazing.
On, right?
All of it is available to turn people on. And there's also things that I never knew existed that I wasn't aware of, because I've seen Pipedream. I've respected them. I've always been in the high-end realm. They have high-end things that are more innovative than I've ever seen with Jimmy Jane. But also, I just want to say, in a nutshell, I want to bring the fun and the play and the, like, hilarity back to sex toys and back to the industry, because we've lost it. We've all been like, oh, it's trauma, or oh, it needs to be so sex positive, or oh, there's people get triggered if you don't say penis owner or vulva haver, and I'm like, we have to always be so serious. We can make money, really, and we can have fun.
Or sex toy emergency. Like,
no,
I get it. Our business is important. But yeah,
and I've said that to the people that the people that have been in the industry for a long time. I'm like, can we bring the fun back to sex and play again? It doesn't have to be so serious. And you know what? Why not? We're selling things called wet pussies.
Yeah, shouldn't we have fun? Like, I get it. It's a business. We got to make the things make sense, but also, I don't know.
And look, let me frame that though. Consent is key, and absolutely. I am not talking about gendered toys or anything.
Product packaging and marketing. Yeah,
I'm talking about the bringing the not only that nostalgic feeling that makes me so happy and honored to be a part of the sex toy world and the sex toy community, and also the lube and the products that are making the lotions and potions that are making people's lives even better too. Yeah. I want to say that that's what I went into my mission at Pipedream, and I hope that I can achieve that, and I hope I don't get spit out and they're like, no, it's very serious and we need to be very serious. I'll be like, okay,
I think there's a way to do both. I think you'll figure it out. Like,
I take the business part seriously, Tori. I just don't want to take the whole other pieces of it. People need fun, and they need
can be fun, right? Reaching out to your customers and branding should have. I mean, people only buy things because they perceive how it's going to make them feel, right? Marketing is selling. It's all emotional. So lean into that, but then bring the numbers, bring the data, do whatever you got to do on the professional side, because you still got to appeal to those guys, but you have to appeal to your end customers too.
And ourselves. Yeah. I don't want to I'm not in a medical device company. I'm not working at the ER. I think that if we don't do something that we truly love, then how can we really do that thing well?
Yeah. Oh, I 100% agree. The otherwise things like what I'm going to say here is like you get the balancing the passion with burnout, right? How do you do that stuff? So you're an educator, an author, a streamer, a VP, and then another owner at another place, and you're still bringing the creative force, and you still want to do better. Like, how do you balance all these roles without burning out? This is a question for me, because I'm still trying to figure out the correct reprioritization.
Tori, this is why the SWPA, which is the Sexual Wellness Professional Alliance, exists. And I've been on the board and one of the founders, and you're on the board, and we are doing so much. And this isn't just a plea or it's not a plea at all. I think it's something that is put out there as is a piece of media for you. Anybody that's out there listening, you have to be part of the sexual pleasure products world, whether you're a warehouse person, whether you're a stick in the books, if you're a finance person, if you're a person that works in a store, if you're a person that packs boxes, if you're a person that does buying, if you're a person that is working in condoms or lube, or you're a person that designs products, or you're a person that just loves Tori and wants to get in the sex toy world and is curious, like SWPA, yeah, you can find. We're building it, and it's a slow burn because it's going to be there for a long time. And we founded this mentorship community that is a mentorship program that finds it's a resource for people that are, I think, well equipped with their work in the industry, that they're well equipped with knowledge and resources, that want to help other people. I'm one of them. You're one of them, the mentors, and then mentees that join. It's the fee for being an SWPA member is so minimal. And I'm bringing on Pipedream like as a corporation to be a part of the SWPA. I've already brought that up. I'm like, we need to give everyone that wants to be a part of the SWPA memberships. And people are like, what do you get?
I gave the same thing to my boss too.
Yeah, it's important.
Oh, I thought
and
it was like a whole
literally
thing. And I was like, it's a
so
person thing.
So affordable. It's so affordable, and it's $120 a year. Divide that by 12, and you figure out that it's way less than anything you'll buy at a coffee shop every month. So. And if you can't afford it, then ask the people that you're working for to help you afford it. Or, hey, I want to be a part of a community. I want to be more dug into this community. And I think that's a really important caring about the work that you're doing, especially in the work that we are all doing, that hopefully the folks that are listening to this, like it's a very important job. And it's more than money. It's more than recognition. It's more than a paycheck a lot of times. And it's really about helping the world have more pleasure, which is why Shameless Sex exists, which is why Pipedream has existed. And I think everything is taking its own paradise. Why Paradise has existed, because you're helping people have safer sex. And I think it's very commendable and beautiful. And thank you for helping me have this platform to share about the SWPA. And I know that you already have it. But
again, self-serving. I want this mission to be successful because you have access to more than just you were talking about. Like for me, it's been a lifesaver. I went from managing teams and mostly being a leader to having to what I call like lead a category. Right. So the strategies are the same, but the context is completely different for me. So just being able to have a space that was safe, that I could lean into people that had similar experience or didn't, has been amazing.
And it's also growing. So we have to remember, so people that look at it now, because this is what friends have asked me, and sorry to interrupt, I just want to say, because this is the question that always comes up. They're like, but I don't understand. What do you get? And it's developing, and we have committees, and you can be a part of a committee. You can help with the actual on the boots on the ground, it's recruitment, but you're not recruiting people in a weird way. It's not some network marketing weird stuff. It is like, I wondered what it was going to do in the beginning, and it slowly morphed into, but it's a long game, because we want to have it be more than it is. So we need people out there that are questioning, like, what does it offer? We need your brains too. What can you help to offer? As it's an alliance. Every single industry has an alliance of some sort, a community. Every retailer business. This is the pleasure products industry. This is the sexual wellness industry. We are forming this. And it has been formed. So we need your brilliant mind as well. There's lawyers that are on board. There's people that own companies that have gone to prison for people's sexual rights. There are people that are social media. Like I have nothing on social media compared to some of the folks that are on there with 500,000 followers and a huge platform. So it's something that we need you. If you're listening and you're like, what the fuck is this? Excuse my French, but why don't you check it out?
French-free zone.
Yes, it's
here. I'll put the link up once more, and then I'll read real quickly from the website. Right, like in addition to all the fabulous sources that you mentioned, they have monthly workshops. Also, monthly newsletter. You get access to shared database and resources. So if you're like, hey, I'm struggling with marketing, or I need to meet somebody in that area, there's a whole tab of like, hey, here's the pre-approved and vetted people that have helped other pleasure industry people in the space, right? So like if you're a new business person, but if you're just like, hey, I need help figuring out a new strategy, I need to bounce things off the wall, you don't have to go out and find a consultant and explain the whole business to them, right? Like having like-minded people that can help take action for what you need, I think is super valuable as well.
And we're working on other ways to even make your membership more I guess it's more valuable. And we need every dollar that goes in doesn't go to anyone's pockets, y'all. It goes to expanding the alliance, expanding the network of people. And remember, it's hard to get banking in our industry. It's nearly impossible for some folks. It's also hard to get health insurance sometimes. It is hard to understand taxes for these businesses and navigating.
Our work comp one day, Paradise just got an email that was like,
and this is how we can communicate with each other in different states. Yep. With age verification laws, which the FSC is working to help us understand that information, and they're helping us. They're helping our industry because they're part of it with the legislation.
What is written,
but it's deeper. Yeah. Yep. So SWPA, I'm so happy that you brought it up, because I sometimes forget to mention how important it is, because it's such a deep and nuanced. Newer platform, but it is important.
Like a personal project, right? So it's like when you get in work mode, you don't want to talk about it, but it also is something to support our personal and professional careers, kind of. You know what I mean?
Well, it will only do more and more. And we need everyone else that's listening, whoever's listening. We need you. We need you. So look no further. Just go to the sexual health. Sexual wealth. It's actually sexual wealth too. Well, I'm nearing the end of my day. I'm like, damn, it's the Sexual Wellness Professional Alliance, but sexual wealth is true too. It will help everyone do that.
I mean, if you're doing all the things properly, then you're going to get plenty of wealth.
This is fun.
This was super fun, but also I don't want to take up too much of your time. We're almost on the hour. So I'm going to do my rapid fires because they're fun. And then someday I'll clip them and you have like cute little, like, yay, here's about April. But it's down.
I can get stuttery. I can get stuttery, but I feel safe.
Oh, I don't, you didn't sound stuttery at all today.
I'm saying with rapid fires, always my brain goes, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Give me it. Give me it.
Ready? Right. Don't overthink. Favorite Pipedream product, just right now. Not ever, just right now.
Okay, so it is the Hello Bang by Jimmy Jane.
I'm a big fan of Jimmy Jane, just in general.
So good. It's so good.
I'll have to add a link to that here later so people know what I'm talking about. Most ridiculous sex myth you've ever had to debunk.
Sex myth I've ever had to debunk?
Yeah.
That you would blow out your clitoris by using vibrators too often.
That is a good one to remind everybody. That's a really good one.
Mine still works. I use them often. So there you go.
She's a co-owner of a whole toy situation and a vice president of another. So I mean, if you can't trust somebody, then I don't know who you can trust, right?
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, but it's true. I mean, look, years can tell.
Science also.
Science and years. Yes.
The science and the stability.
Take me. I will research. I'll be a research guinea pig. Yes.
Shameless Sex is the new Kensington or whatever, right? Like we'll do it.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Go-to song that makes you feel unstoppable.
Unstoppable?
Just right now.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Okay. So I've been listening to Here Comes the Rain Again. It's like the Eurythmics. Like a memory. Annie Lennox, the Eurythmics. That was like, I was listening to Prince too. I don't know why. That's what I listened to because it's about to rain here.
I mean, I'm always in a Prince mode, but like hardcore.
That was the Eurythmics it like flowed into that today, and I rolled up and it's going to rain in Santa Cruz where I live. And I was like, that seems very fitting. So that, I don't know if I felt powerful, but I love it. And then, but it wasn't Purple Rain. It was, yes.
The song maybe. All right.
Yeah.
A dream collaboration in the pleasure industry. And this could be as a pipe dream or a
Esther Perel. Esther fucking Perel. Can I just say, obsession with her for so long. And I don't know when it will happen, but it will happen. And I have a good feeling about it. And we have one degree of
manifesting it here. It's going to be amazing.
So she's just a genius, and I don't even care if it's even if we just hang out and not even record anything, but just like drop in. Because
Like, can we have a dinner, a happy hour? That's all.
I'm like, I'll buy you lunch. She probably doesn't drink. Maybe she does. If she does, it's probably beautiful Bordeaux wine from 1994.
I don't know. I saw her being like a Manhattan or something, like strong martini situation, like get it done.
Yeah, maybe you're probably right.
I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just what popped up in my head.
Yeah, I like that. I'll vibe.
You know,
with that.
when this happens, you'll have to ask her, at least report back. What was she drinking? Even if it's like tea.
It might be tea.
Might be tea.
Yeah.
It's taking care of your body there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so maybe it's the same thing, but if you could have dinner with any historical figure, sex educator or not, who's it going to be?
Are you talking about alive or dead?
They could be alive or dead. I don't care. Historical figure.
John Lennon.
There you go. That's a fabulous one.
You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one, Tori.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Get all the dreamers together. Okay. This has been super fun. Super, super fun. But I think my husband's home, and now my dogs want to go out.
Oh, wait. You have to see my dog.
I know. I didn't even get to. There's Legend. I love you so much.
He's the best.
He's the best.
Legend.
Like, seriously,
Yes.
everybody. He's the best. Hello,
he was going to be named John Lennon, by the way, but it turned into John Legend because of my stepdaughter. So there you go.
I appreciate. Hi, baby muffin. I met you. You're the best boy ever.
It's getting upset. Thank you for having me, my darling. Thank you so much.
So much for coming.
Appreciate you.
If you're all just tuning in, it's going to be on the YouTube later and all the other things, so you can replay. But this was Tuesdays with Tori, and it was Shamelessly Ambitious. And if you're just tuning in, you're too late. I'll see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.